today we're going to try out a black paint that's even blacker than the Blackest black paint. I don't know if you're aware of what's going on, but there's a feud, a serious feud, between inventors of black paint. It's like a race for the blackest paint of all. There's a material from a brand called Vantablack, which is pretty much the blackest material that can exist on planet Earth. What does that actually mean? Black is the absence of light, so when light comes, black ends up absorbing all the light and reflects almost nothing. That's why we see it that way. The problem is that the black things we have in our daily lives reflect a little bit. They're not 100% black like that. For example, this lid, if you look closely, you can see that there's light being reflected all over it. But with this Vantablack, no, theoretically, it can absorb 99.96% of all the light that hits it. Almost no light comes back to the eyes of the person looking at that thing. But the problem starts because an artist named Anish Kapoor has the rights to Vantablack, and he doesn't want to share it with anyone. He wants to make his art with this paint and have exclusivity over Vantablack. Then, another artist named Stuart Semple decided to make his own black paint because he thought this guy was too arrogant, wanting the paint just for himself. And he invented something called Black 3.0, which isn't as efficient. It absorbs 97.5% of light, but he sells this paint without any problem, except for the other artist, Anish Kapoor. And on his website, it's written in big letters right up front. He sells to everyone except him. This whole story is right here for anyone who wants to read it in English. But wait, we've got a discount code with Cambly, which is an online platform to learn English with private lessons from native teachers. It's just for those who watch Manual do Mundo. By using our coupon MANUEL55, you get 55 off any annual plan until March 27. If you're not sure if you'll like it, with this same coupon, you get a completely free lesson to try it out before you buy. And for the kids, there's another coupon, MANUEL55 Kids, which also gives you 55 off on Cambly Kids annual plans. You can talk with your teacher, practice, sharpen your English, read this story and many others in English. I'm sure you'll like it. And if you're watching this video after March 27th, that's okay. The free class is still available with the same code, all right? Let's go back to the paint drama, but I guarantee it's much better in English. To make this story a bit more complicated, this material, Vantablack, is not considered paint. So, it's not the blackest paint of all. But that title doesn't go to Black 3.0 either. Black themselves created another paint that can absorb 99% of light. And to make the story even more complicated, there's another paint which really is the blackest of all, that can absorb 99.4%. 99.4%. And it's this paint, the blackest of all, invented in Japan, called Musou Black, that we have in our hands right now. As soon as I saw all this fuss, I really wanted to buy Musou Black. I went to the Japanese website and found out that the shipping was super expensive. It cost a fortune to buy this paint. I began looking for someone in Brazil to buy a small amount from. I found out there was a painter named James Trindade, who has a YouTube channel where he teaches painting techniques, and he had tested the paint. So I wrote to James saying, "Don't you want to sell me the rest of that paint you have left? Even if it's just a little bit, because we wanted to use it on Manual do Mundo." Do you know what he answered me? Not only did he say he would give me a little jar of Musou Black, but he also had a photo with me, because once I had gone to Buddha's Arts where he works and taken a picture with him. In the photo, it's me, him, and my daughter Helena, who's now 6 but was a baby then. James sent it to me. Here it is, and you can check out his channel with the card on the side. So to get started, let's compare if this Musou Black is really that black. We have 4 other types of black paint here. And I'm going to paint some things on paper, and then we'll take a look at the result. You can already see here, just looking from above, that it's really different from gouache paint. Look at that. So let's go. Gouache paint, fabric paint, PVA for crafts, matte black spray paint, and Musou Black. One thing I've already noticed that's kind of different is that this Musou Black seems a little drier. It kind of makes the brush stick to the paper. I don't know if it's just my impression. Look, I'm going to tell you guys that now I've realized that all the other black paints I had were actually gray. because looking at Musou Black, it's absurdly blacker, and we can see a lot of texture in the other paints. With this one, it looks like there are holes in the paper. It especially gives the impression that if we run our hand over this paint, it feels something velvety. It looks like there's fabric there, like there's some powder. Something similar to soot. In fact, Vantablack, the actual Vantablack material, is made of carbon nanotubes, which is a material very similar to soot itself. When we painted the first thing here on Manual do Mundo, there was some controversy. Some people thought this paint was velvety, and others thought it didn't make any difference at all. So I'm going to do a blind test on myself here to find out if the paint is velvety or not. No. 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 Maybe not. This one feels the most velvety to me. But no, I got the paint wrong. I thought I had Musou Black in my hand, but I don't. Black has a normal texture. Kind of lumpy, clumpy. At this point, you might be wondering, what is this paint even for, anyway? Is it just for YouTubers to make videos showing off the paint, for artists to argue on the internet? Actually, it has a real use, and it's really cool. It's really good for painting the inside of optical instruments, or for putting on a part that can't have any reflection. So, the lens of this camera that's recording me right now, for example, if it keeps reflecting the light inside, the image will turn out bad. The colors will look bad. A strange white light gets in there, a light that shouldn't be there. So, all the lenses inside are treated with some material that reflects very little. And if you have a paint that hardly reflects at all, it's really useful for that. Imagine that in a telescope, in a movie camera lens. These things that need a lot of performance. A lot of people ask me if this paint couldn't be very useful for us to make that solar water heating at home. After all, solar heating is based on the absorption of light, on the transformation of light into heat. So if you use a paint that absorbs almost 100% of the light, it could be very useful. But not exact. This paint is very expensive, and it loses its super light absorption if it gets dirty, if you touch it, or anything like that. And one more thing, regular black paints also absorb a lot. They absorb about 94%. From 94 to 99%, you won't get a significant enough gain to make it worth investing in this paint. To show you that what I'm saying makes sense, we're going to do a test here, which is burning styrofoam with a laser. But first, we're going to try it with plain white styrofoam, then with a layer of PVA paint and a layer of Musou Black. Theoretically, with Musou Black, it should melt faster because it absorbs more heat. But will there be any difference compared to PVA paint? To make it really cool, that's what we're going to do. And then the editor will make a montage of the three things happening at the same time. That way, we have a more visual measurement of the thing. Starting with the white one. See how the styrofoam turns green. You saw that there's practically no difference between the PVA paint and the Super Paint Musou Black. But this isn't exactly made for that, for those technical applications. But the really cool thing about this paint is the visual effect. It's the surprise it causes in us. That's probably why the artist keeps his Vantablack under lock and key. Because when we paint something with this paint, since the object won't reflect any light anymore, it gives the impression that the object has lost a dimension. It takes away the 3D from things. Look at this sheet of aluminum foil, for example. You can see all its texture, all its grooves, especially when I crumple it. But if we paint just a little bit on top, the groove disappears. It looks like there's a hole in the paper. It looks like that part is smooth. The 3D effect is gone. Ah. Look.
Oh.
Let's do something radical. I'll use that face where we did the 3D optical illusion of my nose. After spending almost the whole day painting things with this paint, we found out one piece of bad news and two pieces of good news. Starting with the best of all, the paint works. With the naked eye, you can tell that the object isn't absolutely black. But if it's in the right light on camera, it works 100%. It's a very impressive effect. The bad news is that it's a very fragile paint. If you touch it, rub it somewhere, or get anything on it, oil, anything on top of the paint, it loses its effect. It already starts to look like those other paints we tested. The third thing that surprised us is that the paint goes a long way. After painting all of this, we barely used any at all. If you have ideas for using this paint, share them in the comments. If this thumbs up doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. We got inspired here and created a playlist with only paint videos from Manuel do Mundo. There's a lot of stuff: earth paint, we dyed fabric with Brazil wood, there's magnetic paint, invisible paint, and much more. Take a look there. It's really worth it.